This is a little recap for a finger picking pattern. Obviously there's various patterns that you can do. This is just one of them. This accompanies the tab. So we're going to just play a D chord. The idea is that we've got a thumb that's going all the time on the sort of crotchet. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So we've got the finger sort of playing in between. So we've got the D chord, obviously. Thumb plays string 4, first finger I plays the 3rd string, and you count 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So you can just build this up like I'm doing. 1 and 2 and. I'm going to add the M finger on the string 2. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can loop it like this in time 3 and 4 and bit, so 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and. Now the next one is going to be the A finger on string 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I've gone thumb or P, P, I, P, M, P, I, P, A. P, I, P, M, P, I, P, A. Okay. Just try and keep looping that. Also, I'm going to try it with a D sus 2 and take your second finger off. That's the way you can remember D sus 2 and 2. So 2 comes off and it becomes a D sus 2. Now it reveals the first string. If your hand position isn't perfect, you'll get a muted first string. So actually this is very good for your left hand technique. Now I'm going to do this twice. I'm going to move to a C. Oops. Just watching the screen there, not my fingers. We'll just do D sus 2 for now. And when you're finger picking, it's very important to try and play in time. What's very common is you'll go put all your fingers down, then start finger picking again. But the secret to finger picking and moving your chords is actually to put the bass note down first and then the other fingers, and that way you can keep your timing going. The thumb is going to be your metronome, so bum, 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 bum. That can't stop and that can't slow down or speed up. It has to be the same all the time, even when you're changing chords. So I'm going to demonstrate that very slowly. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. Change on the open string 1 to the C. Okay. Now the C we're going to use is just we could play the whole C chord, but we don't need it. We're going to play C, open 3rd string, the first finger on 2nd string on the note of C, and we're going to play the open string E, and we're going to play 5 in terms of the strings. 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 1. Again, you're assigning I, M, and A fingers to the last 3 strings. So, from the D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and. So when you're changing your chord, what we're doing here, we're building up the amount of notes that you can play in time. We'll do that again. 2 and 4 and 4 and. Just adding the 2 notes, then you're down add the third note, 1 and 2 and. Once you've got the 3rd note down, you've got the whole chord shape down that you need, and then you could carry on from there if you wanted to. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. change on the open string, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. Now you could go back to D on change on the open string, back to D, 1 and 2. Now see my left hand, I went 1 and 2 and 3. This helps me keep in time. E and 4 and 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Back to D1, and I'm slowing down a fraction just to show you the change, but really I shouldn't be slowing down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 out. Now G. On the sheet I've just put open 3 strings. I've gone because on the G these 3 strings open spell a G chord. We've got a D, a G and a B. So all we need to do is put down the low bass note, and we've got a nice finger picking chord shape. So I'm going 6, 4, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 2. And my fingers have actually moved now to the mid 2 strings 4, 3 and 2, right there, 4, 3 and 2. I've gone 6, 4, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 2. This is a really nice shape to play because your left hand obviously is very, very easy, nothing to do there. So on the sheet we've got twice round the D, C, G, move on the open string, move your right hand. I think you go around this again, and maybe go back to D. You could go whatever order, whichever order you'd like. So you go D, C, G, C, D, for example, or D, C, G, back to D, okay? So have a go with that finger picking pattern. Hopefully that's been of help, and have fun with that, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.